For children with disabilities, receiving a public education today, gaining access to the general education curriculum is an important consideration. Many students with mild disabilities can benefit from assistive technology in a variety of ways, including completing written assignments, answering questions to demonstrate understanding, and participating actively in classroom lessons. William is a student who uses assistive technology to participate in classroom activities and complete assignments. As you watch this video, you'll hear about the types of accommodations that are provided to William from his teacher, and you'll hear how William uses technology to help him learn. Think about the following guiding questions, and we'll discuss them after this segment. What are the instructional tasks that the student is expected to accomplish? What barriers exist for this student to be able to accomplish the required tasks? How does assistive technology help the student overcome barriers and accomplish instructional tasks independently? What are some other observations about the range of supports provided to the student?
At the beginning of the chapter, Ellen asked Anne-Marie what she remembered about her sisters. In my class for reading, William uses a micro recorder where he will record comprehension questions. The questions have to be answered in complete sentences as much as possible. William, before he was using the micro recorder, his answers were very short, very simple sentences. After speaking with William, you see how intelligent he is, and he is able to give so much more. With the micro recorder, he is able to do that because he's able to elaborate on the answers to his questions, and he's able to give a lot more.
Well, I use a Dream Writer, a micro tape recorder, and a talking spell checker.
We still want to work on that stamina and the durability for writing, so what we have him do is he will answer the first 2 or 3 questions in complete sentences using correct spelling, correct punctuation, capitalization, because we don't want him to lose those skills. Then after that, he records the rest of the answers on his micro recorder, and what William does for me is he keeps a list of the book that we're reading and where he started recording and when he stopped recording, so that when I have to check his answers, then I know where to listen for that on the micro recorder. After I check the paper, I always put up at the top that his answers were recorded and the numbers that those answers can be found on, so if parents want to go back and see what his answers were in comparison to what the correct answers should have been, then they can see where he needs to be helped with in comprehension-wise. He started using just the regular spelling ACE, which did not have auditory feedback. The problem with that is that sometimes he would find the word, sometimes he wouldn't. If he wanted to put in the word, say, explain, but he misspelled it and it came out complain, he wouldn't know because he would have difficulty reading it. With the auditory Franklin speller, he's able to hear the words. He's able to hear his choices, and then he'll know which choice was the correct choice that he wanted to use.
I use the Dream Writer for typing, worksheets. I use it for essays, worksheets in my language book, and sometimes spelling tests.
He has weak muscles in his hands, and so writing long assignments is very difficult for him. So that's why we have chosen to use technology with William, because it really helps, especially with the long assignments.
If I have like just 5 question assignment, I just write it. But if I had 20 or 30 or 40, it's a lot easier on me to use the Dream Writer.
It's a lot easier for him to type it out than it is to sit there and manually write. and his reports and his stories then become more elaborate than they would have been if he had to write them out by hand.
Whenever I use the technology, it just feels easier for me.
I think it has been very good for William because William knows that he's smart, but he also knows that he has trouble getting it out. With the use of the technology, he is able to do so much more, and it makes him feel so much better that now he can really show what he can do.